Hi guys, how you doing? Wait. What's up? Good morning everybody. Welcome to the Bitcoin Trading Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do the show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin, altcoins and everything else. And of course, we gotta do a trade or two and see, how it's going. Yesterday, we didn't do any trades because, I was a little bit tired. Tonight, I'm not tired. There will definitely 100% be a trade or two, and we're gonna see how it's looking out. Now, how do you like the new intro, guys? How do you like the new intro? So we got new intro on the channel, so it still needs a little bit, maybe fixing and stuff like that, but it's new intro. We're improving, we're getting there, we're getting more professional. How's everybody doing in the chat? Daytrading, what's up? How you doing, man? Mladen is in the chat. What's up? Where are the channels, man? Where are the channels at? Bubbly Fat, morning, how you doing? Daytrading, his lines are insane. Yeah, we should probably play that, music again, but, it kind of has certain references to certain things I do not want to support, so, there's that. But it's a good song. Hello, Mr. Mo Money. Jezebel says, yo guys, I'm in 30 winning streak and I feel like I'm instead in euphoria. I feel like I might get a huge loss soon because of that. Dude, 13 winning streak is huge, man. It's huge. And when the loss actually, you should just make a loss just to get it, out of the way. Just make a small loss on purpose, just to get it out of the way, we have a saying, when stuff is always good, then always something bad happens, right? When everything is good and everything is nice, something comes up to ruin your party, right? So we have this saying, put a stone in your shoe, so there is always something bothering you, so there will never be something perfection, right? Because when everything is nice and sun is shining, everything is good and you have no problems, something always comes up that ruins your day, right? So we say like put a stone in your shoe, because then you have something, that's gonna bother you all the time, right? So something bigger is not gonna come. Filthy Rich XRP, Salim is on the XRP bandwagon. How you doing, man? I want to know what's happening. Yeah, we want to know what's happening. So it's called Trading Daily, but still Bitcoin Daily. We still do Bitcoins, we still do Ethereum, we still look what's happening, and then we do the trade. So now we just changed the name a little bit. Trading Daily. Shorting today, we're gonna see what we're gonna do that. Yesterday was a shorting day. Today I'm a little bit unsure, but we're gonna see how this actually gonna play out. Are we gonna go all the way down to this fractal or not? We can see that. I'm keen to know where Bitcoin is going here. What's happening in my new 2023 Bugatti? I don't know what's happening, man. Morning, Garrett. How you doing, man? My red Bugatti, red color is called Bloody Guts Red. You're giving your Bugatti a name. Now that's, what are you gonna call it? Visualization. Sale, brate, kako je? Nice intro, Sale, nice intro. Thanks, man. Dobro je, sve dobro. Thomas Ehlert, how you doing, man? Welcome. Love the hair, TLA. Yeah, the hair is a little bit up today. It's okay. I like the old intro. Yeah, well, we gotta improve. We gotta, stuff doesn't always stay put. Stuff, we need to move forward. The problem with the old intro is I always had to say like late adopter. I always have to do that. Right now I can just put it on. I don't have to say anything. So there is that. Old intro is your trademark. Yeah, but people will learn the new intro. Remember, you had your old intro for years. It's like your trademark. It's unique. It is unique, but I like this one. I don't know. You guys gonna learn to like the new one as well. You're gonna learn to like the new one. I really like it because it's like I wanted to I like the old intro. But this one is like, it has the moving average, it has my colors, it has my lines, it's, 3 seconds intro, it's very short, I don't know, I like it. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with it. Feels like I should have closed my short yesterday while it was a last green, but not playing with stupid leverage. I like the new one. There you go, Captain likes the new one. At least 1 out of 28 people likes the new one. That's good. So we are letting the minority win on this one. So there is that. Anyways, guys, so I don't think there is much happening. I haven't been following news yesterday. I haven't been following what's actually happening in the world of finance and stuff like that. But yeah, we need to adopt. Yeah, you need to adopt. I like the old one is funny. But the old one is funny. Yeah, old one is what you gonna say? It's you know, it played its you know, role, and now it's time to improve and move on. Make all the intro the new outro then. Yeah, maybe that. The outro, we gotta have this outro over here. You know, we gotta shield the stuff. So if you're not on KuCoin yet, you know where to go to. Anyways, we're just gonna look a little bit about what's happening on Bitcoin. We're gonna look at this fractal that you are seeing on the screen right now. We're gonna look at it. You know, we are actually closing really nicely on the daily time frames, and Bitcoin is actually looking very healthy and very good. Also, we're gonna check the oil a little bit for whatever reason, and stocks, of course, and we're gonna look at some altcoins, and then we're gonna do a trade. Whether that's gonna be a short or long, I'm a little bit undecisive because I haven't actually checked the charts that much today. September's rainy month for crypto bearish. However, it's October, November, a bullish month. I mean, everybody says that, you know, they're calling it Uptober, you know, Pumptober, Bullishtober, you know, everything October. All I see is but. Captain, you need to get some, you know, you need to get some and get that stuff out of your head, you know, so you can focus, or your trades are gonna suffer, you know. You need to get some. That said, guys, we gotta move on. So this is actually a quite nice fractal, you know, and if you know me even a little bit, you know that I'm big on fractals. I think that patterns do repeat, and complex pattern also repeats. So we gotta, you know, from everything from simple patterns like triangles, falling wedges, you know, that happens all the time. We have also a little bit more complex patterns that are like, you know, head and shoulders patterns, you know, cup and handle patterns that are a little bit more complex patterns. They also repeat all the time on all time frames, but there is also these very, very complex patterns like Wyckoff patterns, extend hug dump pattern, this pattern over here, I don't know what this is called, but obviously it is happening again. So all kind of patterns happens on all kind of time frames. You can see the same kind of pattern on 1 minute time frame that you can see it maybe on the monthly time frame. They do happen, and what we're seeing here right now is that the 15-minute pattern up here is playing almost the same way that the daily pattern played out so far. So we had a big you know, move towards the upside. We got some kind of triple top on top side. We broke that down, we retested, then we went in some kind of, you know, downtrend over here, got some kind of, you know, bottom down here, and then we have these two mountains that I've been seeing all over the place right now. We are breaking those two mountains, and the last time, you know, what happened on the daily time frame is that we went down to some kind of support level down here. We had some kind of support down here, stayed here a little bit, and then moved down into some kind of capitulation phase over here. So will we get that right now? That depends to be seen. Will it actually play all the way through? That depends to be seen. These kind of patterns can, you know, stop early, you know, go even further than the previous pattern, and so forth. That said, if you just look at how this pattern is playing out right now compared to, you know, how it did play out daily, I would say something around, you know, 19.3, 94, back to 93 again, guys, back to 93. If you're just gonna look at the pattern over here, maybe just gonna bounce this time up here, you know, 19.8 or something like that, but 19.3, 19.4 up here. I'm gonna also show you there is some important lines there. So let's go there, up here, and let's clean up everything from the chart over here, and let's go to the 4-hourly time frame up here. Pop some moving averages on the chart, on the daily time frame, and we'll see down here that the supports right now when it comes to moving averages all the way down 19.3, just like we saw right now on the 15-minute time frame. If this pattern, this fractal plays out all the way through, you know, 19.3, 19.4, give or take, all the way back down again, and it's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. So if this actually goes down over here, something like this over here, and goes up, it's still fine, because we hit the resistance. We're gonna have a pullback down here, maybe, if it plays out like we said last time over here, right? We hit the resistance up here, some kind of pullback, some kind of consolidation. The worst case scenario is getting you know, some kind of spring that fails and then down again. This is the worst case scenario, but you know, I said also that we can have a spring up here that goes towards the upside. But when you're looking at this 15-minute fractal down here to 19.345, whatever we want to call it, you know, that's that might actually be very good. Not only that, on the daily time frame, you'll see this blue sorry, this yellow line, this is 50 moving average. We managed actually to hold above the 50 moving average. Technically we closed below it, but we opened above it, which is actually very bullish. So even if we go down below it up here again and get some kind of bounce up here, it's no problem. The problem starts arising if you get a lower low down here. Of course, if you go something like here, lower low, and then fail to get back above the lower low, right? So if you go down below this level down here at 19,000 or over here, and then on the move towards the upside, on the retest, we fail to get back above it and then go below previous low down here, that's when the dump is going to happen. I don't think any kind of such scenario can actually happen. And even if we go all the way down here, which we said it could be a possibility because there is a lot of liquidity on the downside down here, but you know, 18.6 down to maybe something like 18.6 give or take, down here there is a lot of liquidity. So if we do go down here, it's because of we're gonna pick up this liquidity down here and then, you know, have a spring towards the upside. That's a very probable scenario that can actually happen. But right now, if we just look at this 15-minute time frame, 15-minute fractal up here, you know, maybe something like this towards the upside. However you look at it, we are looking very nicely. Also, if you look here on the 2-day time frame up here, we just closed the 2-day time frame up here above 20 and the 10 moving average up here. So some kind of pullback down here again on the 2-day time frame back to the 10 moving average could be happening. Now that said, it's not no problem. We can just wick down here and then get back up here again and then continue towards the upside. Now this would actually be, you know, the way I see the best case scenario, because it's even a better scenario to just start pumping up here, because if it goes down here, then we can, you know, put very nice long positions down there, right? So that's what I'm looking for. So it looks nice over here. Maybe more downtrend to come up here. Also, this pattern that we are talking about on the 15-minute chart. Let me show you up a little bit up here. Let me show you up a little bit up here. Let's go to the daily time frame over here and remove the moving averages. So this fractal is very interesting. It's definitely very interesting fractal. And when you look at it like this over here, this fractal that broke the trend over here, retested, went down there, created the two mountains, then went down to the support, broke the support down here, went to capitulation phase, right now consolidating up here. This fractal up here, also sorry, this pattern over here is essentially a extend, smack, hug, dump pattern. So we have also been talking about extend, smack, hug pattern on the monthly time frame when this move was actually happening. When this was actually happening, we are talking about extend, smack, hug, dump pattern. So we are saying that this can actually go towards downside. At that point, I wasn't actually, you know, I knew about the pattern, but there are of course always a variation of the pattern how this can actually play out. Now, I was, you know, this move towards the upside, or on small time frames it plays a lot faster, so you don't see that much. But even this move towards the upside up here, so extend, smack, hug, you know, fake out, dump, you know, this is a variation of the extend, smack, hug, dump pattern, because it happens so often and it's such a reliable pattern. You will see that, you know, price goes towards the upside, extend from the moving average, smack on the moving averages, go and hug the moving average, and then dump on the downside, right? This extend, smack, hug, dump pattern. And you see this extend, smack, hug, dump pattern, if you go zoom it a little bit towards downside, it's you know, it looks something like this over here. You know, it goes up, you know, down, then it creates these two mountains and towards downside. That said, you know, we have already you know for a long time that this actually pumps towards, but this move towards the upside kind of faked me out, because at that time I did not saw that this was a variation of the extend, smack, hug, dump pattern. Now, for example, up here you also see that this fractal, I don't know what I clicked right there. Let's pop the moving averages up here. Also on this extend, smack, hug, dump pattern, you're gonna see that this smacked on the moving average, and right now it's hugging the moving average. Another variation of this pattern is when you have the price extends and then smacks, but actually breaks it on the downside and then hugs it from the bottom side and then dumps on the downside, right? So there's two variations up here. You can smack on the top of it and then you can smack through it and then try to get it back above it, so hugging the moving average below it. So how it plays out, it you know, there are variations, but still the same pattern. Extends, you know, you extend from the moving averages, you go some kind of overextensions, you will go back down again, you smack on the moving averages or some kind of support, supports, you try to hold those, but you know the price kind of, you know, just kind of dies kind of a little bit out, and then you continue dumping on the downside. You could also say that this is a bear flag down here on the downside, you know, some kind of bear flag over here that's supposed to go down, and oftentimes it does, but you know there is this variation as well towards the upside. Anyways, Bitcoin, the way I see it right now, could have a little bit pullback up here. Here you see on the 4 hour, if the time frame, you know, extends, smack, maybe some kind of hug with the same kind of pattern towards the upside. Up here, the fake out towards the upside, some kind of double top up here, right? And then goes down here, goes below the support, and then, you know, consolidates down here somewhere, and then it can continue towards the upside. The entire pattern, you know, usually after this extend smack, hug, and then, you know, fake out, goes down. Once it goes down below some kind of sports here at 20k, it often has a, you know, bigger capitulation dump. You know, you can have capitulation dumps on all time frames, guys, just like you have capitulation dump on a weekly time frame on Bitcoin when we went from 30k down to 20k. You can have capitulation dumps on a 1 minute time frame, 5 minute, 10 minute time frame. There is always a, you know, technically a capitulation dump where you know, some event happens that, you know, gets a lot of people out and stuff like that, right? So it does look like we are right now gonna go a little bit lower down here to maybe something like, I don't know how far down. It depends on how much we are bullish. But right now that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. So I would assume lowest level right now on this pullback down here is something like 11.4 or something like that. Maybe it's only like 10 moving average up here at 19.6. Sorry, 19.4, 19.6. You can see also that this top up here is around 19.6 up here. So, you know, are we just gonna retest that over here or not? That also depends. There is also a trend line up here that we had for a long time, something like, I think it was something like this, give or take, over here. So you can see up here also there is a whole bunch of confluence right here between the 19.4, 19.6 that can actually bounce. But you know, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Looks nice, guys. I don't have any problem with the pullback. It's a normal pullback. You know, you never go in a straight line up. You always have these, you know, moves down, you know, fake outs, this, that. So that's what happened. That's what's happening. The dollar index right now, it's pumped big time on the daily time frame. Bullish engulfing candle above the 20 moving average, but for some reason it opened back below the. So you can see up here we have a huge gap on the daily time frame. So the DXY actually pumped above the 20 moving average, but you can see down here that it actually gapped and opened below the 20 moving average. So something is happening up here. I'm not quite sure how, you know, how to analyze this, but it's still an option up here. The pullback was still very much normal. It's still trying to climb up here. It can definitely continue going towards the upside. Cannot say too much about DXY just right now, but the only thing we know, it's still in an option. It's still an option, and you know, and it's doing this, you know, thing where it actually you know, goes a little sideways. So up here it can actually explode up here again. This pattern up here on the downside, this kind of V shape, and then a big move, and then, you know, hugging this curving with a moving average up here. So if it goes back above you know, above the resistance up here towards upside, it just might explode. Oftentimes these are very explosive moves. I don't know why, but these patterns up here, you have some kind of dump, and then you have a big move, and then you have this small kind of, you know, cup on the top of that. See up here, big move, and then you have a smaller cup on top of that. Once this cup comes around the, you know, level up here, it kind of can go very, very fast towards upside. I've seen these moves are actually quite volatile towards the upside up here. So are we gonna see that? When is that happen? 760. That's gonna happen tomorrow. That's gonna happen tomorrow. So maybe we see dump on Bitcoin if that actually happens. So hopefully this just, you know, fails and goes down. But right now DXY is still an option. Had a nice move towards downside. Hits coming because some kind of sports is gonna continue a little bit more towards downside before the bounces. Is it gonna break? We don't know. We don't know. Hard to say. I don't see any kind of, you know, decent pattern that can tell me right now anything about it. Let's see up here. Dow Jones, of course, still is playing out. Believe it or not, everything is up. They said, I read today on the financial news that, you know, the stock market in Norway is gonna open down. It's not opening down. It's opening up. It just, you know, this is some. It's opening big time towards upside. Everything is in green in the stock market in Norway. So there's that. Dow Jones Still playing nicely up here. I think I removed a little bit of lines up here. It's still up. Let's look at the futures up here. So it's still holding this, went above this support line, hit the support line downside, hit support up here, managed to get up 20 moving average. This is on the daily time frame. Looks very nice, getting consolidation up here. Nasdaq is also looking very nice, no problem. You know, it's still in, you know, technically we are still in this downtrend, and you know, this you know, short-term downtrend over here is still not broken up here. Right, we are still downtrend, but you know, we are getting this bounce, right? So in, you know, Nasdaq right now needs to get above this line over here. The Dow Jones needs to get above this line up here, and the S&P 500 needs to get above this line up here, right? So there are levels that we need to break to stop this downtrend from happening, right? There are definitely levels that we need to break, but you know, it's nice bounce, and as long as the bounce lasts, you know, it's all good. It's all good. So stock market, I think they're gonna rally a little bit more towards the upside, which might actually be nice. Oil, I don't know how many of you are following oil. Oil is doing very nice as well. The target for oil is $100. I think it's just gonna continue rallying up here. Right now it's hitting some kind of resistance, might have some kind of consolidation here before it actually goes to $100, I think. But I think like over here on 2-day time frame, we'll see that it's above 20 moving average up here as well. Weekly time frame also manages right now to come very close to this 10 moving average. Maybe it's gonna bounce above it, I don't know. But the 200 moving average, you know, sorry, $100 is around 200 moving average up here, and the 50 moving average is around $97, so you know, give or take up there. So oil is also on the way towards upside. That's why the stock markets are actually performing very well. That's why the stock markets are actually performing very well. So right now, so there is a bounce happening right now in the stock market. How this actually gonna play out, I don't know. Again, while we are talking about extend, smeg, hug, dump patterns, you'll see up here extend, smeg, hug. This is the hug part, and then you have this fake out, and then you go down below the support down here. Towards the downside. So you know, maybe it's gonna go up here, go down here again, and then you know, go into capitulation phase, or maybe just, you know, or right now it's already played out because it broke the support. So maybe found some kind of bottom or whatever. There is some kind of falling wedge up here, but you know, extend, smeg, hug, fake out, dump pattern. You know, it's a variation of the extend, smeg, hug, dump pattern. Very nice, very nice. So that's what I got for you right now. We're gonna continue following, you know, how the Bitcoin is doing. Is it gonna fall below this 200 moving average also? This is on 15-minute time frame. It's still holding kind of. It looks, to me, it looks like kind of broke. To me, it looks kind of like it kind of broke up here. Doesn't matter how you draw the line over here. I mean, you could use this on the downside, but you know, might also use this one up here. Where is the decent line? And when you're doing lines, remove the moving averages because it's easier to see. So maybe something like this up here, down here, or something like that. This move, maybe something like this, maybe trying to hold the move. But it looks like it wants to, you know, go further towards the answer. So maybe we're gonna short, the market, but we're gonna see. Right now we're gonna take 5 minutes break, guys, and after 5 minutes break, we're gonna do a trade or two. We're gonna look at some altcoins and you know, do that. Smells like I read Tuesday, thanks lol. Good for you. Bitcoin unable to break 20k. Unable, but it is above 20k. What you mean unable? I mean unable to break to downside. Maybe that's why I see it. Memories. I'm waiting for the retest of 17.6. Yeah, you wait. I'm hoping for the 19.8, but yeah, 19.8 is also an important level. I don't know why, but 19.8 is also an important level. So I'm thinking 19.8 up here is also this is 2k, but 19.8 is around here, and I think some kind of moving average up there. You know, moving average around 19.8. You know, moving averages starts coming into play up here. Let me see 1 hourly time frame. I don't know. I think 19.8 was an important level. I don't remember why right now. It was, you know, maybe down here it was 19.8, but right now, yeah, it might be 19.8 again because of these stops up here. But I did, you know, I did see a lot of, you know, 19.8 all around the chart previously, so you know, I still have it in my head. I like the Super Saiyan hairstyle. Winter energy prices going up, high interest, inflation, mortgage affordable, Q4 to Q1 2023. Price, I believe, will go down. You see, that's where you are wrong, man. That's exactly where you are wrong. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something on Twitter. Because you still thinking like a retail trader. You are still thinking like a retail trader. You have to understand that when stuff is bad, it turns around, it pivots around, because people, you know, let me find the post up here. It was from a guy. Your move errors. I don't know. Why is the posting these kind of stuffs up here? What's this kind of crap? Let me find it. What's this? Mom sent from Jersey said OPEC would cut total disaster warning could be taken as hostile. OPEC agrees major cut 2 million barrels a day, blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. Where was account suspended? Somebody spent somewhere account. Elon just spent 44 billion to own Twitch just so he could ban his ex. Well, this gotta be the top of you know, revenge. You know, you spend 44 billion just to suspend like an account. Yeah, that was what I want to show you. I want to show you something. I just need to find. I think I read yesterday, so I need to maybe scroll down a little bit more. I'll find it eventually. I just need to find where it is. That is from a guy I follow, so you know. Maybe it's on my notifications. No, it's not on notifications. It's home, but you know. Okay, this can take a little while, guys. So give me a second. I'll find it. Maybe I'll find this guy. He retweeted something. Where did it retweet the thing? There we go. Here. So he just retweeted from some guy called Gavin. Things you see near the bottom. So this is very good. This is from the Bloomberg terminal. After a brutal few months, small-time traders have been trying to recoup losses by betting against the market. So right now, you know, the small-time traders, the retail, is no longer trying to long the positions. They're thinking, oh my god, we are in such a bad position, I'm gonna short. And listen to this. Retail investors who help push stock prices to all-time highs are now trying different tactics. Betting against the market. From January to August this year, even before the most recent slump in the stocks, the number of newly opened short position or trading platform eToro was 1% higher than 2021 and 41% higher than 2020. Meanwhile, some of the biggest US exchange traded funds that bet against the popular indexes are raking in record amounts of cash. So retail traders are trying to change the tactics from, you know, going long to going short, and of course retail traders can never win. So what do? This is a bottoming signal, guys. I don't know when this actually came out because there is no date, but you know, you gotta rewire your brain a little bit. And when stuff looks the worst, when stuff looks, you know, everything is gonna go to, you know, S, that's when things turn around and go towards the upside. Anyways, let's take 5-minute break and then we're gonna do a couple of trades, guys. Justin, South Korea arrests Terra's head of general affairs for fraud and market manipulation. Always remember, prices are about what investors expect the future to be like. The energy prices and lower disposable income are now expected to happen, and unexpected help drive prices lower. Be the upstream swimming salmon. Exactly. There we go, guys. There we go. So, trading daily. Let's find a trade, guys. First, let's log into the Qcoin, because Qcoin is kind of logs you out all the time. There we go. Our account is at 328. We got no positions open or closed positions since last time. Nothing changed. There we go. We can put some shorts in or some longs. So let's check it out. Let's go to 15-minute time frame. This looks like it wants to go down. Maybe all the way down there. You know, so maybe we can do like upside up here above. You know, 0.6. So you can do like 20x on this one. Let's do 20x on Bitcoin, guys. Let's do 20x on Bitcoin, because we're gonna put tight stop loss on this one. And let's do Bitcoin, BTC perpetual. We're gonna do 20x. It's already on 20x. And we're gonna do 25% of the count, but we're gonna have a tight stop loss though. We're gonna have a tight stop loss. Hi QV, how you doing, man? Let me just see the 5 minutes time frames. This looks like it wants to bounce though. Maybe we're gonna wait for the bounce. Now it's breaking a little bit on downside up here already. It's on the support right now. Are we gonna get a engulfing on the 4-hourly? That's the question. Let's remove everything up here so you can see this a little bit better. It already went up and tried to go up there, so you know it's a good probability it's just gonna dump close below the 20 right now. Sitting on the support though. So support, you know, something sitting on the support, it's kind of, it already broke it, already retested that. Like, it doesn't matter how you draw this. Maybe something like this over here. It's still sitting on the support. 30 minutes time frame, bullshit above this. It can go all the way up, something like this up here. This is 30 minutes, 1 hourly is up there. Also this stop up here, 4 hourly. It already was there. 30 minutes, 5 minutes, yeah, it's give or take. So upside up here, if it bounces off here right now, it's exactly, you know, 0.5%. So 20x, we're gonna lose 2.5% loss. So if it goes up, right? So we have two options right now. We either wait for the breakout on the downside down here and then short the breakout. It's already getting a little bit pushed down, but if it goes, you know, if it pumps up here, somewhere up there. Let's see, do we have any kind of divergence on the chart right now? No, there is no divergence on the chart or anything like that. Everything looks nice and dandy. So the question is, are we just gonna, you know, put already short here? And, you know, just have a stop loss up here somewhere at 0.6. That's gonna be like 3% loss. Yeah, short. I'm thinking short because of the pattern, because we already, you know, did this thing up here. But I'm wondering whether there will be a daily open important for today. Daily open is all the way up there, and we already were there. Like if you look at it over here. Sorry, the daily open is down there. The daily open is at 20.1. Daily open is down there, so I think it just over here 20.156. That's this down here is the daily open, right? I think that was it. Was that it? Yeah, the bottom line down here. Down here, that's this is the daily open. But the question is whether this is just gonna try to rally a little bit up here towards the upside before it goes back down to the bottom again and then breaks the bottom. So that's the big question right now. So do we take the bet right now, right now, and bet against the move and say that not this line up here, that it's not gonna break towards the upside? So we already got position, but that's your stop loss if you long and short at retest. The thing, if you long it up here, it's already getting up here. If you long it up here, upside 0.5%. But I think if you are shorting down here, if you're shorting from this point on, it's down to this this previous bottom down here. It's a lot bigger short position than the long position, the way I see it. And everything right now telling me that this is gonna break on the downside. The only question right now I have is, will this first do a move towards the upside and then down, or is just gonna break straight towards downside over here? It looks like it's still holding up here. It's not breaking, still on downside. So we can zoom in a little bit on the small time frames and see if there comes any kind of breakout, something like that towards downside. We already have a lower lows, but there we go. Maybe there will be this move towards the upside first. So that's the only thing I'm interested in, right? Will there be see here on the dollar hitting that line? So if we break this towards upside, which might be actually very nice, because then we can actually short it up here somewhere, right? We can short here at the top, which would be very, very nice. But if it breaks on downside over here, then it might already start breaking the previous low and continue on the downside. So I'm hoping it's gonna do the move up here, and then we're gonna short it, right? So that's the plan. That's the plan. Tila, are those last 6 candles not creating a double top? Time frame? What time frame? What have I missed the last 2 months? Not much, man. Welcome back. I feel like we've been on 19.3 for the last 2 months, so you didn't miss much. Last 6 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, probably on something like daily time frames. No. 5-minute time frame, double top. This double top, I don't know. It's hitting the resistance right now, but I feel like it just might break up here and then go into this area up here and then go down, because it's been going down for a while right now. And right now it's doing this part over here. I think it's gonna break up towards the resistance. I think it's gonna do that. So let's wait a little bit before we start shorting. The other frame you were using, that one. When you say that one, I already switched like my frames like 5 times over. So I don't know. This over here, yeah, this looks like a double top over here. This is a 4-hourly time frame. This looks like a double top. This is extend, smack, hug, dump pattern with a move towards upside. This already kind of played out. So right now, what I'm expecting from this, didn't you watch the show? Didn't you watch like 46 minutes? We have been talking about this extend, smack, hug, dump pattern for a long time right now. Yes, it's a double top. It's double extend, smack, hug, then it creates this double top up here and then goes down. So that's what I'm looking, right? That's what I'm betting on, right? So the question is, will this actually break out? It doesn't look like it wants to break out right now. Below, trying to hold this level on downside. Let's look at a 1-minute time frame. So if I see some kind of quick breakout down, then we're gonna put in quick. I've been working so much. What happened to your 400k? It's not 100k, it's 1 million. Not much happened, but we have been on a losing streak for 2 months. Sheldon stopped streaming. I lost kind of I didn't lose incentive, but I kind of, there we go. It's kind of breaking down. So let's just short it already right now. I think it's gonna be a fake out up here. Nah, it's not gonna be a fake out. We can do 25% sell short. Okay, trading count. There you go. I all those filled up already. It went down to the support exactly on the dollar on the daily open. Right, proud of your attempt. So we're gonna see. I think, you know, we still gotta, this might also be double bottom down here, that's creating double bottom, and right now it goes towards the upside. Doesn't matter, you know, our stop loss is still gonna be here at 20.3, give or take, a little bit above 20.3, and that's gonna be a loss of something like, right now, yeah, I think it's something like that, yeah, 66% up here with 20x. 0.66 times 20, 13.2%. 10% is 2.5. It's around 3%. Between 2.5 and 3% loss. So up here is the stop loss right now, above everything, like 2,314. Yeah, 2,314 is fine. So let's put a you know, stop loss up here on this baby. 2314. Yeah, 12 bucks. It's okay. Confirm. It's a pretty high leverage. It's pretty high leverage. So there's that. But I think it's gonna go down. Like, oh, it's gonna hit these levels. It did break down here, but if you invert the chart a little bit, right? This to me, it's same pattern. It's same pattern. Right now it goes up here. We should probably long that. Sorry. Go up here. Does this and then goes into other direction. It's already picking up, but it's on hourly time frame right now, retesting this resistance up here. Maybe, I don't know where the resistance should be. Maybe the line is a little bit off, so we gotta let it go. And when here in Australia, I want to know how to get access to futures. Guys, if there is anybody from Australia, help Gort. So that was my initial thoughts. So let's see some of these other coins. Do they have any kind of, you know, better patterns or something like that? Let's go to 1 hourly time frame, see if anything looks bad. Ethereum Classic, it's already done. Sitting on sport. Doge is looking like Doge has the same kind of pattern up here. This they extend with a exhaustion pattern, breaks down, gets this double top, double whatever you call it, double mountain up here at the top. Right now breaking down on the double top. You know, I would say there are two targets up here, 64 all the way down there. But it can go something like, again, something like, yeah, 0.6% towards the upside. So that's the big question. Will it go up a little bit first? And you can see here right now, it is climbing back up there. So my initial thought was actually good. I think it might actually go up there before it goes. So we're gonna still let the trade go. Long in Doge, damn. I'm not long in Doge, but I was thinking about short in Doge. But when I think about it, you know, I'm not touching Doge. We are not touching Doge. Nobody's short Doge, guys. Nobody's short Doge. You never know when Elon Musk is gonna tweet. You never know when Elon Musk is gonna tweet. Let's see hourly up here on Sand. You see Sand up here as well. Had this nice, you know, run up towards the upside, exploded, broke this on the downside, retested once, retested 2 times. This is already kind of over to me. Right now, it's already breaking the support as well. Yeah, we can short this as well. The question is, will it try to get back up here? It's already having this lower low. There is no divergence on the lower low. Yeah, it looks like it might just continue going a little bit on the downside. Matic looks interesting. Let's go to a little bit higher time frames up here, see what's happening with Matic. Yeah. There is divergence here at the top. So yeah, Matic might actually drop on the downside. And Matic is already, you know, how much is this towards upside towards these weeks? 2.6% if it does another high up here. It's trying to climb. So now I'm a little bit unsure whether Bitcoin is gonna do the move. You can see it's already doing move towards the upside up here. So it did this double bottom down here, and right now broke the resistance up here. So it might actually go up there, but we're gonna let it go. You know, even though we shorted down here, you know, we are still accepting the loss of you know, 3% on the entire account. So it's okay. It's gonna be like 12 bucks loss if it goes above 2.340 or something like that. But I think it might do something like this over here, and it's still, you know, still playing out. But Matic, now that we know that the Bitcoin is going a little bit towards upside, maybe we're gonna wait a little bit with Matic or any other coin that we want to short right now. So we're gonna wait a little bit up here. Let's see where Matic's lines are, resistance lines, right? Up there, 4 hourly right now. We got resist, you know, these stops up here at the top up here, they are very, very interesting. But you know, are we gonna get all the way up there? I'm a little bit unsure about that. Let's see daily up here. You got a daily 200 moving averages all the way up there. So you know, and the 50 on this 15-minute chart. Let's go 30-minute chart. It's all the way up there. So in this area, once it gets into this area up here, we just might you know, put a short position once it gets there. But it's gonna break through towards the upside. Oh, this looks actually very good. If you look at a Bitcoin in 5-minute time frame, this looks actually very, very good for a bounce up here, right? But still bounce up here to 2.3 or something like that. Bearish divergence 2 hourly on Matic. Yeah, I just saw the divergence on Matic. There was definitely a divergence on Matic up here. I don't know what time frame that was. I think I saw it on the 4 hourly time frame. Yeah, on the 4 hourly time frame, we got a, you know, huge bearish divergence up here. See that this goes towards upside, this goes down. There is the bearish divergence also looking like it's gonna get a bearish cross on the downside on 4 hourly, which doesn't mean much, but you know, there is that. We're trying to, you know, go up there, so we're gonna see that. Coming very close to our shorting target, and the closer we get to the shorting target, the, you know, tighter stop loss you can get, right? The more leverage you can do, right? This 5-minute time frame, this up here. So if it gets up there, it's gonna be, it's on both. Okay. Careful till job numbers tomorrow and full moon still in effect. Now I'm still pretty much bullish, but you know, some kind of you know, short-term downside might actually happen. So we're definitely gonna short it. I think I'm definitely gonna short it. A little bit, you know, scary shorting right now, but because the stuff is so bullish, but there's that. Where did Matic go? There is Matic. Yeah, Matic's coming very, very close to our target up here right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the 5-second time frame up here, and as soon as this breaks the trend, as soon as this breaks this uptrend up here, we're gonna start shorting it. And we're gonna do 20x on this as well, because you know, 20x is way high up here. We can even do more. We can do something like, you know, 30x or something like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go. Matic, there we go. We're gonna go crazy and do 30x on Matic. 25% of it count, but we're gonna do 30x. There we go. 30x, 25%, 30x. Sell short. I think this was Matic. There we go. Up here right now. So 848, something like that, right? And 30x, we're gonna put a very tight stop loss up here, like 25% or something like that. 0.25%. How much is that? 0.25 times 30x, 7.5. We can actually go more. 0.3. How do we calculate? So 10 divided by 30, 10 divided by 30, 0.33. So stop loss is up here 0.33, so something like that. Then we get 10%, you know, so 8.517. Okay, let's where is it? 8.517. Matic up here, 0.8517. $7 lost if that actually happens. So we got a stop losses on both Matic and Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is down 8.5%, which is kind of expected. Let's see how Bitcoin is doing up here. This is still, you know, 5-second chart. That was this chart over here. So it didn't come even close to these levels up here. It's already pulling back a little bit now. So, you know, it can still do this, and it can still break towards upside. That's why we have a stop loss, because, you know, there is no certainties in this stuff over here. But we're gonna try that. We're gonna try that, and, you know, if our analysis is right that it's gonna go down, we put position size on the 0.3. Position size. 30 times 0.25%. Yeah, but if you wanna if you have 30x and you just wanna lose 10% of the account, then it's like 10 divided by sorry, then it's just a second, I gotta take this. The TP or Matic, please. I don't know what. Let's check it out a little bit. But these trades are not, you know, certain. Like the way I see, there are two take profit targets on Bitcoin. The first one is down here. The second one is down there. These levels down here. So it's gonna be something around, you know, 20k, and down here at 19.8k. So give or take, if it goes down, of course. If it does, you know, we get stopped out. But, you know, these two are targets on Bitcoin, preferably at 19.8k, and after that might even go down all the way down to 19.3. What did we say, 19.4 or something like that. But on Matic right now, let's see how Matic is doing. Matic right now. So move a little bit up here, move a little bit lines. You can see here a bullish engulfing candle above all the moving averages, which is kind of nice, but it's hitting this resistance area up here. So the question is, will it actually break the area? My immediate thoughts are, you know, bottom down here at 0.224. That's something like, you know, 2.5% down. This 20 moving average. So this 20 moving average on the 4 hourly is gonna go. We just had a 4 hourly close up here, which is nice. But this, you know, it is around here at, you know, 0.257. But this looks like it's, you know, going through our, you know, this looks like it wants to go through our resistance levels. So we're gonna see that. How's Bitcoin doing? You know, ejected a little bit, coming down. Sport still needs to break. Bitcoin is gonna fall down once it breaks these levels down here, 2.1, 2.2. Once Bitcoin breaks these levels, I think both Matic and everything else is gonna get rejected and go down. But it needs to, you know, come down here and then breaks these levels on the downside. Hey Tila, Polkadex order book is getting released next week. The token will pump for sure. Can you please see what will be a good entry point? I liked actually Polkadex, but it didn't do anything when it got released. And you know, we've been looking at Polkadex before. We've been looking, of course, up here on the Polkadex. Up here and up here, right, when we have these big rallies and stuff like that. But right now is some kind of bottom down here. What will be a good entry? Everything down here is a good entry. I mean, if you think it's gonna pump, like, you know, and it's good entry. But daily time frame up here, of course, you got a major resistance on 200 moving average up here. You got also these stops up here that might be a major resistance. So once these start going towards upside, 200 moving average, and this, you know, everything will come down around 2.12, give or take. Levels up here, so that might be a major resist. But if we can actually break this towards upside and break everything up here on the downside towards upside, this might actually pump. But right now it is climbing a little bit up here, having this 50 moving average up here. Let me see if there is any kind of line up here that because this might have been, you know, overshoot line. Yeah, this looks like something like this. So there is very nice line on Polkadex that needs to be broken right now. I think because you don't have to use this trend over here. Doesn't matter how you draw it, it already kind of broke. But right now it's this trend over here that's mostly important right now. It looks already right now on the 2-day time frame. Still 1 hour and 16 minutes left. So if it's already right now breaking these levels up here towards the upside, if it starts creating higher high above 158, it just might be bullish enough to continue pumping. So I would say anything around down, if you think it's gonna pump, of course. If you think it's gonna pump, like everything down here, yeah, over here, it's actually a good buy. Depends on how much. This already up like 40% in 2 days, but you know, you never know with these coins because they can, you know, explode. So there is that. Let's go a little bit, check a little bit what Bitcoin is doing and how our trades are going so far. And Matic, did Matic break towards upside? Did it stop us out? Nah, we hit that, you know, we hit into this box up here, but we are still not getting rejected big time. I shorted the VWAP. Daily open on Matic. Yeah, daily open is also up there, but let's see up there. How much up there? Oh, that's actually 58.3. I don't know. It looks like it's hitting our box right now very nicely up here. So it did this, you know, this week already to upside. It's gonna do another week towards the upside. What did we set our stop loss at? We set stop loss at 0.517. Actually right up there, that's our stop loss. So our stop loss is above daily open as well, so you know. Also point of control VWAP. I shorted the VWAP. Oh, the VWAP is indicator. I don't use VWAP, guys. I don't use VWAP. Volume weighted average price. The F is this, man. VWAP. I have absolutely no clue what I'm looking at. Some you got a upper and lower band. Extensions on these. Third one, band fills. The second, third price level. So they just standard deviation from something, but how it's calculated, I don't know. High even 1 day above session. Why don't you close as a source? I don't know. They just offset further back. What is this stop over here? Why does it does these, you know, these moves? don't know, it doesn't look like it's following it that well. I don't know. Not my thing, man. VRVP is the best indicator. VRVP. Visible range. No, thank you. I'm not really fond of this indicator. I do understand that why people are using it, but nah, it's not my thing. We you know, there is other way to find support and resistance levels. In around 50 minutes I gotta go. The phone call said I have to go, so you know, we are waiting for that. Du vet Oda, de som leverer mat på døra, du må kjøpe kan det kebab-porsjon, synes du god kebab? Kebab fra Oda? Nei. Kebab portion. This one. No way. The kebab portion 4 stykker. Okay, next time I buy from Oda, I will get this. Ja, den er dritgod. Okay, I'll try it out. I'll try it out. I used to get POC, positional line of control, something like that. This looks like also like move up here, so I think it's still in the box. I still gonna reverse. Double top, guys. Double top on 1 minute. We got a double top on 1 minute, guys. We got a double top. Nice. All we need to do right now is go below down here, and then everything crumbles, and then it goes down and it loses the support and lose everything, and it goes down, right? So we should have definitely waited, you know, before shorting, but whatever. Point of control, most traded price by volume of session. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, I'm not quite there. Jeg må prøve så kebab fra Oda. Ja, alle må prøve kebab fra Oda. Yeah. 20 years ago, there was in Oslo, there was this you know, trailer or whatever it's called, that was selling kebab, and it was the best kebab in town. You know, it's better than Bishle kebab, you know, but this was like 20 years ago. And you know, by kebab standard, it was actually crappy kebab, but you know, I was young and stupid, so I liked it a lot. So there's that. POC is where it's at. So VPVR. VRVP, visible range volume profile. Let's remove the moving averages up here. Let's change this to, you know, 200 because easier to see. Okay, got 200 of these levels up here. The thing about this, you know, depends on how much you. So where would you say the VPVR is on? Let me zoom out. This part over here. Let's go to 5 minutes time frame. Let's see this part over here. So this style, red line, POC, point of control. But then you got this level up here, you got that level up there, you got, you know, whatever that is, you got this, you know, I know how people do these kind of stuff. I know how people do this kind of stuff, but you know, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. So there we go. We are back on the line down here. You remember the line down here? I don't know how we drew this line, but you know, whatever. Maybe it's line down there. We also created right now a lower low down here on this double top. Right now we have a lower low. So I think it's gonna break on the downside right now. Hopefully Matic doesn't do a pump or something like that wicks us out. No, Matic also got rejected by our area, you know. And we found this area without actually using the any kind of weird indicator or stuff like that. We just use moving averages, some kind of important levels of control, so it's nice. So there is that. Use session volume profile. I don't want to use a volume profile at all, man. I'm really not into that those kind of things. I feel that I got my opinions on that. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think it's easy to do it that way, but there are better means to find support and resistance lines and important levels and stuff like that. I think so that's my thing. So we can actually finish now because I gotta go in like 5 minutes or something like that. We got a two shorts right now on Matic and on Bitcoin right now. Matic is of course a better short than Bitcoin because Bitcoin was a little bit early. Matic short was, we put it where we should have put it. I'm not gonna put any kind of, the leverage is high. We're not gonna put any kind of take profit targets up here. I'm just gonna let it go, and when I reach whatever target I feel it should be reached on Matic, maybe down here at 0.25, then I'm gonna see how the price reacts to the target, and I'm gonna manually take profits maybe on the downside. But there's that. So we did the Bitcoin daily. You saw the fractal. If you didn't see the fractal, check it out again. I hope you like my new intro, guys. Hope you like the new intro. You're gonna see a lot more of that. Maybe a little bit different, music, but there's that. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We're gonna do another Bitcoin daily tomorrow. We're gonna see what's happening. Everything right now looks, it looks okay. Pullback, no problem whatsoever. So, we're gonna talk more tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna see you again. Have a nice day, and bye-bye.
Random rewards are so sweet, honey's all that I can see. Blame nature, why don't you? I make no apology, I'm in love with a meme. About as real as that dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire, I'm not weak or lazy. I'm like electricity, I'm the path of least resistance. Always lies the way for me, I'm in love with a meme. About as real as that dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go Dutch, 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 Dutch. Go Dutch, 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 Daddy, yeah. Go Dutch, 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 Dutch. Go Dutch, 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 Daddy, yeah. Dancing this last in SpaceX, he's technically based on a roll. There is no shame in his game. He's having fun, he's in control. I'm in love with a meme. About as real as that dollar, and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go Dutch, 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 Dutch. When I hear touch, forget the room, I move to my cash, stretches confetti. So dollar bills can kiss